What up? I'm V. Welcome to my channel where we talk about all things current events and YouTube drama, but we do it in a way that is fair, reasonable, and we try to be as unbiased as possible. Today, we're going to be talking about Petty Paige stepping away from beauty community drama and reaching into more obscure topics. So if you don't know who Petty Paige is, she is a UK-based YouTuber. She has 158,000 subscribers, and she typically, she does do a lot of beauty drama content, but she also is kind of known for her in-depth, heavily researched videos with cinematic editing and just these really comprehensive, big projects that she does. You know, she doesn't do like everyday drama posting. Oh my gosh, I'm sorry, there's something in my eye. She doesn't do like everyday posting and day-to-day drama. She focuses on bigger topics. And a few days ago, she posted a video about a channel called the Reptile Channel. And after that, she had tweeted, this was on September 25th, so happy not to be posting beauty drama for a while, doing some mukbang drama for tonight's video. So she posted the first one, and then she posted another one about a mukbanger. We'll get into that later. So for me, seeing that, I don't consider her a beauty community like drama channel. I think that she typically does cover a wide variety of topics. She talks about things that I haven't heard of or things that are a little bit more obscure, but you know, it seems like she's going to be branching out into even more obscure content. So let's go ahead and go over what the video was about. It was titled The Reptile Channel Exposed, and this was all about another YouTube channel called The Reptile Channel, and they claim to be a family-friendly channel showing how like reptile predators feed. And it's supposed to be like an educational channel. It's supposed to be helpful content for kids, but it looks like it's being run by a member of the Vore community named Jonah Vore. As Paige pointed out, that is probably not his last name. And what Vore is it is a fetish that has to do with either like being swallowed whole and then watching whatever something swallowed come out, like being defecated out, eating of flesh. A lot of times like the more hardcore side involves like ripping into flesh, biting, really messy stuff, but it is a sexual fetish that has to do with the idea of being eaten alive. And a few years ago, the person, Jonah Vore, who Paige thinks is running this channel, was removed from YouTube due to inappropriate content. And he still currently posts on Vore message boards. He's very active on them, and he writes stories like fanfic, but like fictional stories about reptiles and women engaging in Vore together, which is disturbing. She went into more research, and it looks like the content on this channel, family-friendly content, that is just a facade. When you look at the actual videos they're posting, it has nothing to do with animals feeding in the wild. It has nothing to do with like, oh, you know, we own a snake and this is how a snake, you know, I don't know how you would handle that, how you would be able to get that footage really, but it's all controlled. Like, it is a controlled environment. They have the snakes on leashes. They are leading the snakes into like pens filled with baby chicks. At one point they were force feeding an animal to, was it a crow or a raven? It was another bird. And they were forcing the bird to eat the smaller animal. They have it where they'll put like the prey in like a little kitty tub and lead a snake in there. So it's not how animals are in their natural environment, in their natural habitat. This is them being forced to eat things that they wouldn't normally go after if they were in the wild. There are also videos about like snakes eating pigs. Like, you can see in the thumbnail a pig being eaten. And so that's really the whole thing. Like, this is decided prey. This is not a natural like natural selection, form of nature, feeding channel. This is very specific content that appears to be tailored to a specific type of community. So after Paige posted this video, the reptile channel was not happy. They left a comment, and it said, this was on one of their videos. They were replying to somebody else. I watched the Petty Paige video. Disappointed she didn't contact us. Citing another channel who was also never. Oh my gosh, I cannot read. This is so small. Here we go. I watched the Petty Paige video. Disappointed she didn't contact us first. Citing another channel who also never contacted us. Petty Paige is a joke channel. She sounds off. Slurred speech. Sounds like she has cotton in her mouth. Okay. And, yeah, so they left that comment. Not necessarily the type of comment you would expect from a truly educational channel that is focused on spreading awareness of reptiles and how they eat and teaching kids. You know, that is not something that they would say. Like, they wouldn't go after somebody like that, but they did. So kind of backs up Paige's point where this is not their goal. Their goal is to create content for a specific fetish community, a damaging content. You know, you can do whatever you want as long as it's with two or more consenting adults in your own space. But when you are bringing animals into it, animals that have no desire to be part of this, no will, really no way to communicate with you other than attacking, saying like, hey, I don't like this. And if you have a domesticated animal, they're probably not going to harm you too bad, but like you are bringing an unwilling living creature into a sexual fetish, which is completely inappropriate and really just disturbing and harmful that you would do that, because animals are not people, and you know where I'm going with this. Anyway, they are really using this facade of a family-friendly educational channel in order to be able to post these things for the Vore community. So that's what Paige's real thesis of this is, and I kind of agree. I mean, looking at the evidence she proposed and showing the different clips of people who are not supporting this channel, like other reptile experts, zoology students, stuff like that, they're saying like the snake has a respiratory infection, they're clearly not taking care of it, like this snake is sick and they're still making it be on camera, you know, the snake is in distress, all that stuff, like people supporting basically Paige's idea that they're not really taking care of the animals, they don't have the animals' best interest at heart. This is not anything being used for good. This is all used for the Vore community, and it's wrong because, like I said, animals are not people, and they cannot consent to being included in something like this. And it's not like they're showing the animals, like they're not having the animals and people interact in a way like that, but a lot of people will write like stories or have fantasies about engaging in sexual activities with an animal, and they're forcing animals to eat things that they wouldn't normally eat, that they wouldn't typically go after in the wild because they wouldn't be in the same environment. And on top of that, the snake is sick, so they're not taking care of the animal. So I think it was a really cool video. It was super interesting. Like, I wouldn't have ever found a channel like that on my own, and I wouldn't have thought to research it at all. So Paige is like awesome at finding like different angles to approach current events and like drama from or at. Like, that is something that I really admire about her work. So I liked it. Did you watch the video? What did you think? Do you think that, you know, do you think that she had a point? Do you think that this is a damaging channel and should probably be taken off YouTube? Or, you know, do you like this type of content? Or do you think that you would like it more if she stayed in more of the mainstream beauty community, like drama surrounding bigger influencers, because I like them both. I mean, there's so many people who make videos about the bigger influencers that you can really get that, like, you can get the information you need from a plethora of other channels, but I don't really see as many going into the more obscure parts of YouTube. So I think it's really cool that she did that. I mean, she thrives on doing these investigative, like, cinematic type videos already, and so just seeing her do something even more out of left field was really cool to me. And then after that, she did do another video on a YouTuber who posts mukbangs, and people supposedly think she's being held against her will or being forced to do these against her will, and that was a really interesting video too. So I personally like stepping away from the drama community a little bit. I mean, I'm still gonna watch those videos, especially if she makes them and I'm interested in them, but I think that she really thrives with these bigger, more in-depth, maybe a little bit more sinister topics, and it was really cool to watch. So like I said, let me know, do you like the more mainstream, bigger influencer related drama, or do you like the more out of left field, less heard about, more dramatic topics? Let me know down below. And that is all I have for today. Thank you so much for watching. I would love it so much if you would like or subscribe to my channel. And if you have already subscribed, thank you for being here. I love being able to just hang out with you and talk about drama, current events, all of the above. And that's it. Thank you so much for watching. Go out there, be the voice of reason in a world full of crazies, and have a good one. Bye.